Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him.
It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The short hands, it's Burns. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They're going to ride this running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught near the sticks, it's Burns. Touchdown, Tulane! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get it to the end zone.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And that one's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
That's caught. It's Burns. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Crosses the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Green Wave. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Under fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, I think they were really hoping they'd go in at halftime and get this guy settled down and find a rhythm for him. That has not been the case, though. We're here in the second half. He's just 1 for 7 throwing the football and throws another incompletion. You're really scratching your head now if you're the offensive coordinator because you are digging deep into your playbook trying to find a completion for this guy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they're not on the same page there.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Handoff to the single running back. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put on the board. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position. position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to go deep. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coates.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this 2nd half.
Louisiana Tech, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. Now improvising. Looking for his man in the middle. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Turning it on. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Makes the catch. It's Burns.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense might bring the house here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. He'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. Breaks into the open. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already...
He smashes his way through again. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terrell. Hard running there. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular.